Hey everybody, welcome to our Monday night Zoom call. Tonight is a diamond Q&A. You have questions, hopefully I have answers, and let's just have some fun. Like I said, it's going to be super casual. We'll keep it flowing. The first question that I was messaged earlier tonight was, what do you do about attrition? Now, maybe you've never heard that word before. In this business, when you start building a team, there is going to be something that occurs down the road called attrition. And that means when people peace out. It's not for them, or they don't think it's for them, and they don't have a personal convenience order set up. They don't think that they know what they're doing, and they just don't see the bigger picture, right? You're posting, you're taking your products, you're doing all the right things, and they're not doing that, and so your team starts to dwindle. For instance, maybe you achieve the rank of senior Ruby, but so many people have quit, you're only being paid as a silver ambassador. That is attrition. It's like the bad A word of Plexus. We don't like attrition. We want our people to be happy and consistent and come back. So, Emily, what do you do when you have attrition? That was one of the first questions I was messaged today. And here's my answer. In the beginning of the business, when I first got started, I had people quitting every now and then. Most of them only did the products for a month. So that was very frustrating because it's no different than walking into the gym for 30 days and walking out expecting an 8-pack. That's not how our bodies operate, right? Well, that's not how the products work either. But so many people are used to other companies selling them quick fixes. I think that their mindset was just not in the right place. So at the time, I used to go in panic mode. Oh my gosh, my team's falling apart. I have no team. I'm never going to promote. What am I doing? And it was very frustrating. So I started reaching out to other people in this business that were maintaining their ranks and promoting. And I was like, what do you do when everyone quits on you? Or people that were doing really great are no longer showing interest. And the first Zoom call that I love referring back to is Ashley Choquette's, I don't remember how to say her last name. The Zoom call she did for us a couple weeks ago, how to make a Plexus comeback. She completely covers attrition in that Zoom call and answers so many questions, but really it's identifying your runners. So if you're someone that's listening to this answer, and maybe you're silver, or you can't even maintain silver because you're losing that third person on and off, or maybe you're so close to gold, but you have people that quit on you. If you are experiencing attrition of some kind, the first thing is to identify your runners. That means the people that post on their own, they have vision, they have goals, they have purpose. They message you every day because they're so excited about what's happening in their business. That's usually somebody that's running with the business. Identify those people and love on them. Give them recognition where it's due. It's going to make you feel good to hear their goals and help them achieve their goals. They say the average diamond at the top of the company has 40 active level 1 runners, ambassadors, whatever you want to call them. 40. These are ambassadors. These are diamond ambassadors that have been with the company anywhere from 1 to 6 years. And it's true. I really, really think that it's true. So something to think about. Something else that I like to do is back in November, Scott and I sat down and he helped me print out a list of everyone that had gone inactive in my first 2 levels. And I either personally reached out to them on Facebook, I sent them a text message, or I wrote them a personal note in the mail. I wanted them to come back. I explained the relationship that we had. I explained what I saw for them with Plexus, and I invited them to come back. Usually anytime we have a promotion or a new product or a new reformulated product, that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I'm going to say to get their attention back on board. They need to feel empowered and inspired, or they're not going to come back. If you say, hey, come back, I'm so close to my goal, I need a favor, they're going to laugh at you and be like, really? You need a favor and you want me to spend money? That's not genuine. That's not genuine. So to avoid attrition and people quitting, when they join, they need to have a commitment to this business. If they can't commit to at least 6 months, preferred customer. Bye. Preferred customer. If they cannot commit to paying $34.95, they're going to be spending more money once they join and buy products. So again, preferred customer. Have them start with the trial pack. It all comes down to their commitment and kind of getting them started before they click join. Hyping up and qualifying them and understanding, okay, are they ready to share? If as a customer, are they willing to post a pink drink selfie on your wall? What are some things that shows you that they're bold and ready to do this? When I do those things before they join, that really minimizes my attrition because I know they're ready to do this. And I have their permission to say, hey, remember that time you told me you're ready to do this? There, you can't quit on me now. So qualify them before they join. Those are some things that I do to help with my attrition rates. But my hands down response is go watch the Zoom call that Ashley did for us a couple weeks ago on my YouTube channel. It'll change everything. I don't remember the second message. Where's she at? I don't know if she's on the call or not. Let me see if she is, and I'll have her. Oh yeah, Mary Beth. I'm gonna unmute you. Mary Beth, can you ask your question for everybody?
Oh God, what was my question? What was my question? I forgot.
I don't remember.
How do you get people? I guess like for me, I was in school and I'm a full-time employee, and I kind of fell back, but I was doing so well. So how do you get back into it when nobody else is on the same page as you?
That's another.
I feel like I've lost all of my team, and I think I have like 21.
So there's two sides to this in my personal opinion. The first one is owning that you stepped away, owning that you made the decision to walk away from Plexus for a little bit and kind of owning that. But the second thing is not making a big deal about that. Life happens. But the beauty of this industry and the beauty of your Plexus business is you can pick up where you left off. That doesn't mean your team members are going to be there. So you can go and message them, call them. If they're local, try to meet up with them and say, you know what? I have been MIA, but we were awesome. So let's be awesome again. Let's start posting again. Let's be accountability partners. Tell them about 60-day trim up. Invite them to convention. There's so many little intricate parts of Plexus that they're coming out with, and a great way for you to invite them back to doing this with you. Now, personally, figure out a DMO. If you're new and you don't know what a DMO is, that's going to be something like waking up and contacting 5 new people, making sure 3 people get a packet of Slim during that week. It's your daily method of operation. So what you do every day to consistently work on your Plexus business. If you don't have a DMO, you're not going to hold yourself accountable. You're not going to have priorities, and you're going to end up watching like the last 4 seasons of The Bachelor and Nashville, and you're going to be like, oh crap, I could have messaged like 30 people, my bad. So I think it's just kind of about prioritizing your to-do list and buckling down, telling your spouse, you know, I'm serious, I need to get back into this, or your significant other, and say, you know, let's find a healthy compromise. Help me get back in the saddle and let me like work on this for the next month, see what kind of goals I can reach. That's where power partners come in handy, linking up with someone else with common goals, or getting with your sponsor or your upline, the nearest active sponsor, and saying, you know what, I'm sick of being silver. I want to be senior Ruby like tomorrow. What do I need to do? And work one-on-one with them and get some coaching. But that's what I would do if I was in your shoes. What? I'm going to go to the chat and answer some questions in there. So Jessica Nunley, perfect question. What is your DMO, Emily? So I want you guys to know that my DMO changes. I'm a mom of 2 toddlers. So every day is different. Seriously. I mean, you all have seen my Facebook lives. They get into baby powder. They tackle each other. They have like goose eggs on their forehead all the time. There's some sort of emergency with my boys all the time. So my DMO is going to change based on what their schedule is. The beauty of the preschool is that Sterling goes Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 to 2. The beauty of that is from 9 to 2, I know I can go to the gym and meet new people. I can reach out to people while I'm on the stair stepper, right? I'm like sweating and dying, sending voice messages. They're like, oh my gosh, what is this poor girl doing? I'm like, hey, you want to join my team? No, I'm just kidding. But I message these people. I get my DMO done in those nooks and crannies. And sometimes when I'm doing my cardio at the gym, I have a book spread open. I'm reading things to work on my personal development, my mindset. But the most important of having a DMO are these 3 things. So I want you to write them down if you're taking notes. They're called the 3 L's. If you are serious about this business, which all 33 of you on the call right now seem to be because you're taking time out of your night to listen in, you're going to want to write these down. The first one is leads, aka potentials. If you want to go anywhere in this business, I don't care what rank you are, this is the most important. You cannot forget about your own business. You have to always have potentials. I just recently shared a video by Melissa Eichenhorst about building your list of 63. Not a list of 100, not a Frank's list, but your list of 63, and developing 3 different categories for these people. The video is on our team page. If you're serious, you need that list of 63 so that you're not sitting there going, who am my next 5 people going to be? Who can I reach out to? Your dog groomer, your hairstylist, the mailman, your favorite waitress down the road at your local restaurant, the cashier at Kroger. Everyone needs these products. So that's part of your DMO and the 3 L's. So always keep in mind your potentials. If you haven't reached out to any potentials, followed up with any potentials, your DMO is probably not solid. So the second L is leaders. These are your runners. These are the people that have joined your team and they're doing the things that they need to be doing. They're posting on their social medias. They're taking their products. They're ordering every single month. They are sharing. They're having sip-and-sees and going to all the events in their area. These are the people that you're going to love on and that you are going to train. Now, I want you to remember this. Sometimes your leaders are going to change. That is okay. You're going to have people at the top that kind of dwindle and go away. Maybe they have a baby. Maybe they start a full-time job. So just know your leaders are going to change, but they're your priority after your own business. Now, the last L is leadership. Sometimes we get so excited about our team page and all the fun people being added that we get sucked into posting, tagging. We're always on the team page. So what I personally think needs to happen to work on your leadership is that instead of first thing when you wake up, you jump on the team page. No, you work on your leads. You go love on your leaders, and then you share something on your team page. Then you train your downline. You train the people on your team. Those 3 L's are brought to you by Carrie Wilkerson, the author of The Barefoot Executive. She's amazing. She's going to be our keynote speaker at convention this year, and she taught me that. All right, I didn't come up with it. I'm not fancy like that. But if you're going to convention, get excited for more helpful tidbits about your DMO and prioritizing and staying on track. All right, next up, Tanya. Should we be responding to people who just like a post? If so, what is the best way to do so? This is a great question. Absolutely. Sometimes you have like secret Plexus stalkers, and that's a good thing. You want Plexus stalkers. And I'm laughing because Hannah's right next to my face, and she was a Plexus stalker. She found my YouTube videos. And I love this because they might be watching and too afraid to comment. Or maybe you have mutual friends that are in another business and they don't want the other people to see that they're interested. So every time someone likes my stuff, I always double check to make sure they're not already a Plexus ambassador. But I'll go message them and say, thank you so much for supporting my small business. Every like and comment makes my day. Have you ever tried Plexus? I'd love to send you a sample. Woo, freebie. Talk about getting a potential right there. Every time someone likes or comments on my stuff, if I can keep track and they're not a friend already, or they're not on my team, I immediately write their name down or put it in the notes on my phone if I'm out and about. I'm always building my potential list. You guys, I've been doing this 2.5 years. I have almost 200 level 1s. Maybe about 85 are active, but that's the importance of constantly having a list. And every time I go to the park, every time I go to the gym, every time I go to church, every time I go to a restaurant, I'm always talking to someone. I'm getting out of that comfort bubble. And don't get me wrong, there's days that I hate people. I'm like, do I have to? Do I really have to be nice and smile at everybody? Yes, because that's attractive, and you want to attract those kind of people to your Plexus team. So that's what I would do. Absolutely, yes. Christy, when you find a new person, do you send them a message introducing yourself? If so, what does it look like? So if I'm adding new friends on Facebook, it kind of depends. Sometimes I like to build a relationship by just engaging with them. I see if they engage with me in my post. But if I think they're like, better than baked bread, I'm like, hey, you, We have so much in common. You are gorgeous. Your eyebrows are on point, and I'm very successful at the top of my company, and I want you on my team. Have you ever heard of Plexus? Now, sometimes that can come off very aggressive, and people are like, whoa, block, I don't know you. So if that's the case, if I feel like I'm coming off that way, or if I feel like they are more relationship savvy, I'm going to go, hey, my name's Emily. Thanks for adding me. I'm expanding my network. Just curious, have you ever heard of Plexus in your area? I want to, if not, I would love to send you some samples and build out near you. Again, you're giving them a freebie. People love free stuff. And Plexus is awesome. They probably need it, right? So that's kind of how my conversations go. I'm still learning the culture of cold messaging. I'm not the best at it. That's why we have been doing those group exercises in the team page, because that's something that I'm working on too. All right, a bunch of new people have been jumping on and off. If you have a question, this is an open Q&A. So you can message the chat box or raise your hand or wave at me, and I will try to unmute you. And let me know if you have any questions. Seriously, don't be afraid. Someone else might have the same question as you. If not, go ahead and unmute yourself and just ask the question if I don't see you waving at me. Does anyone have a question? Like I said, the chat box, or just wave at me. Anybody, don't be scared. Hey, Naomi, I'm so excited you're on. What do I do? What? Okay, Scotty has a question.
So what do you do about people that don't have convenience orders?
What do you do when your new ambassadors do not set up a personal convenience order, or they don't want a backup order? For those that have been here for a while, we used to call it the backup order. So here's the thing. This goes back to what I said earlier. If they're not ready to commit to a monthly auto ship order, then they might as well have been a retail customer. And that's the most expensive way to buy. You're not going to see results. I mean, you might feel better. You might lose a headache or two, but it's not going to be like moving mountains. It's not going to be powerful. It's not going to keep them in to want them to order more. So for me, if someone doesn't set up a backup order, I immediately contact them. I say, hey, I just noticed you don't have your personal convenience order set up. You want your products next month, right? And most of the time, they'll give me a response. If they ignore me, then I know something is up, usually financially. And I will ask them, I'm like, hey, if you can afford it, let me know. Let's find a way to help you achieve silver and get your products paid for so you can earn enough money. Or do you have 5 friends that we can share Plexus with and maybe help build your customer base? Let's earn you a paycheck so you don't have to worry about that month-to-month order. Trust me, I was terrified of it when I joined. Terrified of it. I knew if Scott saw that come out of our checking account, he'd be like, calling me up from Afghanistan going, what did you sign up for? And so I house sat, babysat, and dog sat, and saved up so that I had enough in our bank account and could at least do that way. But if someone doesn't have a convenience order, I contact them immediately. How do you feel is the best way to establish your brand? More specifically, how do you ensure that you are your brand and that your brand is not Plexus? Great question, Kelly. Obviously, part of my brand at this point in my life is now Plexus. For those of you getting started, I want you to think about your common likes, your dislikes. I want you to think about the activities you're involved in. Do you go to Bible study? Are you a soccer mom, a baseball mom, a homeschooling parent? Are you involved in CrossFit? Do you like to work out? Do you like cooking? Do you like to sing? What do you find yourself scrolling around looking for on Facebook? What do you find yourself shopping for online? That's usually your brand. So most people, I think nowadays, call me basic. I am as basic as they come. I like getting my nails done. I like being cute. And I like to buy all the things everyone else likes. But here's the thing. I'm very vulnerable. I'm a mom, hands down. I used to be a military spouse when my husband served. So that was my primary brand. I was a military spouse. I was surrounded by military people that lived paycheck to paycheck and wanted hope and energy, you name it. That was who I sought after and used that part of my brand to build my team. 90% of my team are military spouses. I love it. It's fantastic. That makes my heart so big and fluffy and warm. The other half of my brand are moms and dads that were sick and tired of being sick and tired. Maybe they were working 9 to 5 and over it. They watched me transition from corporate America to network marketing. So that is something that I've kind of noticed along the way. no matter what, at the end of the day, I think mom life, my hashtag I use all the time, that is my brand. Mom, motherhood, talking about being a mom, talking about being a parent. Whatever you find yourself being attracted to the most, that's probably your brand. The people and ages that you hang out with. For me, 18 to 35, 50, my mom's 49, so I hang out with her a lot, but those are the age groups I hang out with. So I need to post fun, bright, statistic things. My color personalities for my brand are blues and greens most of the time. People in corporate America, and then lots of people graduating college, becoming parents, or starting jobs, starting their lives. Do you see where I'm going with this? So it's important to know what people like, what they're posting about. I mean, besides Plexus, my news feed is full of people getting married, having babies, and starting their careers. That's my brand. That's who I post for. That's who I want to attract in. Does that make sense, everybody? Kelly, does that answer your question, or would you like me to elaborate a little bit more? Or hopefully that helped. I'll wait and go on to the next one while you're typing. What do I do when someone says they will join, but then gives me the go around 3 months? I follow up, just message to talk, see how their days are going, etc. That's a great question. Sometimes you have to move on and circle back around 2 months later. Timing is everything in this business. Don't force anyone to join if they're not ready, because they're going to end up inactive, and then we go back to that attrition we were talking about. So for me, I kind of like to take away their follow-up. I'm like, hey, this has gotten so awkward. You stopped replying. I love you as a person, but I'm not going to talk about Plexus anymore to you, or follow up anymore about you wanting to join. It's been 4 months, and our friendship means more to me than that. We have a Zoom call on that same exact topic with Rainey Anderson. She took away the follow-up. That's what she called it. I took it away. And it's true. Sometimes you have to be a little stubborn and say exactly that. Like, look, man, we've been talking about Plexus for 7 weeks. You haven't ordered. You haven't joined. What gives? Are you ready to purchase tonight? If not, tell me why. So I know when the appropriate time is to message you again. If we don't ask, we will never know. And then you get mad and you get frustrated and you think they're ignoring you, and you message me and you're like, Emily, they hate me. They gave me a thumbs up. And I'm like, oh gosh, not the thumbs up. I'm so sorry. It happens. It's going to happen. So move on. Again, it's the importance of that list of 63. So you can continue to message other people while they're trying to figure out what they want. Same person. I feel like it's a waste of my time and I have to move on. I even send pink drink catalogs and just a friendly note. That's the best that you can do. So I'm not sure who I'm talking to because it just says iPhone, but that's a great way to move on and keep reaching out to new people. Be consistent with your posts. Maybe go check out what they're going through in their life and see if you can post something that would attract them or maybe change their mindset. Misty, how do you keep your runners motivated? All right, so this is going to come down to your leadership style. You cannot motivate anyone, but you can empower them, you can encourage them, and you can show them what's working for you, or you can even show them what was working for them. When they were at their peak period, for instance, you go to their detailed genealogy point report, you pull up their downline only, and you look at their peak growth. Was it during a special? Was that when their team blew up? Was it when they posted their testimony? What were some things that your team or that person was doing that maybe they stopped doing? Sometimes we forget these things, all right? Sometimes we get so caught up in, oh my gosh, your PV was great and went to crap. Like, what, did you give up? Did you quit? And we get frustrated because you want it badly for them. I get that. Trust me, I get that. But at the end of the day, no one wants to be yelled at. No one wants to be told what to do, right? You don't want to be managed. You want to be led. So what I like to do is, hands down, pray for them. I pray for them. That may not be your cup of tea, but I pray for them. I usually send them a little something cute and fun and motivate them for that next promotion. Like, hey girl, if you can get 5 new customers before March 31st, I'll send you that bottle of Glock that you've been really wanting to order. That's something that's great about being their leader and encouraging them. If you don't have the money for that, go to the Target dollar section. They always have cute little pineapple things to send some fun summertime vibes. If you didn't know, when we go to Maui, the Emerald Extravaganza, everything's pineapple. It's like pineapple everything. So pineapples are good. That's a good juju to go emerald in this business. So send them a little something fun. But that's what I do when I feel like my runners are dwindling. I learn their love languages. Is it quality time? Do they need one-on-one coaching? Is Is it words of affirmation? Do they need to be told they're awesome? Do they need shout outs? The best thing I've ever done for my leaders is going to their personal Facebook. Woo, big bump. It's going to their personal Facebooks and posting how their PV was, or how many new customers they got, or this girl blew up January, she's on fire. If you're not on her team, you're missing out. Best thing I've ever done for my people. I encourage you to do that too. Let's see. Just a couple more questions. What's your advice for someone with a slow start with the business? Jessica, it stopped after I feel like, so if you have anything else to add to that, please send it. But the post that I shared today about Sarah Marble, she's a 6-year Plexus veteran. She's now diamond, and it took her 7 months to go silver. You know, for some people, going silver, achieving silver, getting your products paid for, all that, that's not a priority. They just want to feel better. They just want the products to work. And for my mom, if y'all know my mom, her journey was a 1.5 years before she saw some major progress. So it might take that person a 1.5 years to really want this business and grow with it. Now, if you're speaking about yourself and maybe your business isn't going at the pace that you want, something that I encourage you to do is change. Do something different. If you're doing the same things over and over and expecting a different result, that's the definition of insanity. Don't be insane. Change something. Talk to new people. Join a new small group. Join a Facebook group of people that like Kendra Scott jewelry or people that watch The Bachelor. I don't know. Meet new people. Share your passion with new people. It's contagious. It'll make you feel better, and it'll help you set new goals to reach out to those new friends. But sometimes we get stuck in a rut, and we're like, well, crap, I'm never going to be gold. I've been silver for 1 year. Like, this sucks. Okay, well, when was the last time you messaged 20 new people? When was the last time you did a Plexus Slim giveaway to attract new people? I encourage anyone that feels stuck in a rut to go follow the jewels in this company. Christy Hull, Timmy Yancey, Tara Castaneda, Sarah Marble, myself, Celeste Gwynn. Follow the people that are at the top of the leaders boards. Right now, my eyes are on Emily Gibson and Brooke Hemingway. They are on the top of the leaders board in your Plexus Scoop email that you get weekly. They are on the top of the leaders board. Emily Gibson's Sapphire, and she's making more business building bonuses than the double diamond Celeste Gwynn. What? I want to know what she's doing. You better believe I am copying and pasting and making stuff my own that homegirl is posting. I want to do what she's doing because her team's on fire. And let me tell you, this is what they're doing. Events. They do sip and sees like crazy, and they host 7-day challenges online every 15th of the month. 15th of the month is usually around payday. It's a smart time to do it, and that's what they're doing. I hope that helped you out. I'm going to keep going. Lots of questions. All right, Alex, when you are talking to someone who is not familiar with Plexus and the products, and you find out their health goals, in this instance, they want to gain weight, how do you give them some information on the products that might help without overwhelming them? Alex, I ask for their phone number, and I say, can we FaceTime or can I call you? Sometimes copying and pasting, sending videos, it's overwhelming, and they think that you're yelling at them, right? It's called Plexus vomit. No one wants to be Plexus vomited on. It's gross. So I like to get them on the phone. I like to show them what